Don't harm the peasants in any way. Let them do their work peacefully. Unless some of them decided to oppose you, then fight those who will fight against you.
Before Al-Yarmouk battle against the Romans, Khalid addressed his soldiers and he said,
In the name of Allah, and praise be to Him, this day is one of Allah's days, in which none shall show pride or injustice. Be faithful to your jihad, and work for Allah.
And Khalid ibn al-Walid was a famous individual in the encounters of the enemies of Islam. George, one of the Roman leaders of the armies, came out of his army and asked Khalid to talk to him, so he went out and did.
Oh Khalid, be honest with me and tell me the truth, and do not lie to me. Because a free man does not lie. And don't deceive me, because a generous man does not deceive. Did Allah really bring down a sword from the sky to your prophet? And he gave it to you, that whenever you draw it out on someone, you defeat him?
No.
Why were you called the drawn sword of Allah?
Listen, Allah has sent His Prophet Muhammad among us, who called upon us to Islam, and we rejected him. We tortured him, then we fought him. Then Allah guided us and we entered Islam. The messenger said to me, You are a sword of Allah's swords, that Allah headed against the polytheists. And He prayed victory for me.
And what do you call upon us for?
To monotheism and to Islam.
And do those who enter Islam today have the same rewards and blessing as you?
Yes, and much better.
How and you have preceded them?
We have lived with the Messenger of Allah, peace and prayers of Allah be upon him. And we have seen his Quranic verses and miracles. And those who have seen what we saw and have heard what we heard had to enter Islam simply. And you, who didn't even see him or hear him, then believed in prescience, your reward will be much greater. Your intentions were honest to Allah the Almighty.
Teach me Islam, Khalid. Teach me.
Then Allah enlightened George and he converted to Islam. He entered Islam, performed ablution, and prayed 2 kneels with Khalid bin al-Walid, then fought along with the Muslims. Afterwards, during the battles, Allah blessed him with martyrhood.
Yes, and the Muslims were the ones to win this battle. And what the truthful said in Khalid was indeed true when he sent him leading the army. The truthful said, I swear that I will go and I will defeat them by Khalid. Let the Romans come with all their powers, and Muslims will indeed vanquish them.
And then Khalid had kept fighting for the sake of Allah until he became very, very ill. He was crying in his deathbed, praying to Allah,
Oh Allah, I faced many battles throughout my life in the name of raising the great banner of Islam. And there is not a part of my body that isn't covered in a sword wound, or a spear stab, or a throwing of an arrow. And here I am, dying on my bed, like all those people not in the battlefield. And those cowards won't be able to close their eyes. And those cowards won't be able to close their eyes.
And you are better and braver than 1,000 men who are timid at the sight of war. The courageous, you are like a lion that is protecting its cubs from other beasts. Generosity, you are generous like a river flowing among mountains upon mountains.